Can I get a drink? Can I get a drink real quick?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna run and come back. I'm running back.
All right. So the last thing you guys saw was that a swarm of rats coming out of the bag. For anyone watching this on YouTube, the last adventure was a giant mess. They ran away from elves for a while and didn't engage, and then wound up a couple of them, the Fialtes, ended up killing a couple of elves, and then finally they discovered that the T-Rex was actually friendly and he was selling spices. He wound up getting the spices shoved down his throat, and that removed a spell that was put on him by the Enchantress. And then Bellerophon's bag of holding tore itself to pieces and became a void which exploded, and a bunch of rats came out of it, and they're swarming out of that thing. So we're picking up exactly where we left off, with the rats swarming out of it. And while you were gone, I rolled initiative for the rats, and I rolled a 24. So guess who goes first? So the rats are swarming out of the bag of holding that basically came out of Bellerophon's belt, and they're swarming all over Bellerophon and basically covering his entire body. I'm going to put them right on top of you. Okay, this is their turn. So as they cover your body, they also immediately multiply. Basically, you start seeing them covering the walls around you, covering the door there. They cover Ryan Drake. So all this is just rats, freaking mounds and mounds and mounds of rats. And as they crawl all over you, the rest of you can't even see Bellerophon and Ryan Drake. They're basically swarmed by the rats. You two, Ryan Drake and Bellerophon, hear hunger, delicious new world. And as this happens, the rats begin to form into like a vaguely human shape in front of you. For a moment, you see like the shape of a large man with a beard, with a long beard, and he's wearing like a sultan's a cap, like the turban of a sultan, and it's just a rat in his shape. And his eyes glow. He looks over at Bellerophon, who's being covered, and he's like, "Delicious, Ryan Drake, delicious. You ate my apples. You join me now." And all of you, the ones caught in the swarm, are going to take this much damage.
Wait, those apples are his?
Yes, they were stolen from him.
Oh.
Well, he actually gave them to Reddington and company, and then used them to follow. You're going to take Bellerophon and Ryan Drake are going to take this much damage.
Felipe, we can't see the other map. The rest of it, you closed it all off?
I know.
Oh, okay, no, I was just...
You can't see what's going on in the room right now. The door's closed. Bellerophon, you're going to take 2 damage. Okay. You and Ryan Drake are both going to take 2 damage. Both of you roll fortitude saves.
Okay.
Against disease.
Let's see. All right.
Brian, did you miss something? I saw. I think you came in and out.
I can't hear Brian. I just see his icon, so I'm not sure if...
Brian, if you're there, say something as soon as you can hear us. Who rolled a 3, and what was that?
It was a 3 plus 9, so 12.
Okay, you made your save, Felix?
A miracle.
Hold on. So...
Okay, Brian's coming in.
Okay. All right, I believe this is it right here. 21.
Okay, both of you made your fortitude saves, so you're not diseased by the cosmic menace. The rats are swarming everywhere. You hear the howl of the portal that was formed from your bag of holding. It's just howling, this crazy scream, and the rats just keep coming, and they're just spreading everywhere. And they're spreading to the point that they actually become like a wave, and they're swarming all over the floor, and they're lifting up like almost like an undulating like snake creature made of the actual rats. And they're turning and they're heading forward. They're gonna just keep spreading, and they're heading now out here and out the door. Okay, Bellerophon's your turn.
Okay, so
You're being
All right.
your entire body's covered. with
Okay.
rats.
I'm gonna do a mighty deed, and I'm going to turn my wings and my sword and everything to flame.
Okay. Roll your mighty deed.
4.
Okay. You have to roll the hit. So you,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to see if it, if it works, the mighty deed. So, all right. So,
are you trying to hit? Well, tell me what you're doing with your sword, though.
yeah, no, I'm gonna try. I'm sweeping around like a vortex, trying to. Yeah.
What's his name? Thunder the Barbarian.
Yeah.
So you roll a 13 to hit. Armor class. Yeah. You hit the rat. Basically,
28.
you do this. You're able to sweep
I haven't heard
around.
them at all.
As you do the sweep around, the sword acquires flame. Every around your wings also flash with flame, and you burn all the rats around you. Roll for damage from your sword.
Okay. Yeah.
You add an additional 1d6 for the fire.
Oof, I rolled low. Wait, hold on a second. And I 1d6 for the fire. So okay, 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
The fire.
There's
The
still
fire did damage.
there are still rats on you. You managed to burn the majority of them away as you're spinning around, but you're still pretty fucking covered in them. So what are you doing? There's a bunch being burnt by your wings as well.
Okay. And okay, so I got rid of what? I'm still covered in them,
You're
right?
still covered. The one, the swarm that's on top of you is still there, but it's diminished.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna try and sweep out. How far can I sweep out with my sword and my wings? Like if I extend myself, can I get to the?
We'll see.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna try and let me roll the mighty deed and see if I can extend out. Ooh, yes, an 8 full. So I'm gonna try and sweep out, and I want to hit all around me into the next block, and try and see if I could help Ryan Drake also.
Okay.
So
You're gonna hit the ones that are on top of Ryan Drake?
yes.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna try not to hit him with my sword. Use my wings more on Ryan Drake.
Not the bees! Not the bees! Ah, not the bees! Ah!
He's going full Palpatine.
Did you see my face?
No, you will die.
Yes. Yes. The DM is rolling.
The fuck is that?
Don't worry
That's
about
not good.
Our doom.
A critical.
Okay, go ahead.
Is this gonna be like the same thing where you're trying to knock me out, but instead you're gonna slap my head off?
You just crit on Ryan Drake. Your damage.
No, I'm trying to. I'm doing the damage with on the rats, but I'm trying not to hit Ryan Drake.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use to get the majority off of him. He's still gonna have some.
Let's get creative. Roll on the crit table.
You want me to roll on the crit table? All right.
Crit table's 5.
Yeah, and I think I gotta roll. Hold on a second, if I remember correctly. The crit die 30. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta get. I don't have my. How do you roll the D30 again? On the using.
You buy up D30 and roll it.
Yeah.
You want to roll?
Oh, you mean on the app here?
You roll right here, dude. Just put /roll space 1d30.
Yeah, it's like this, but with a slash before it.
Slash.
Yeah, like that.
The.
Yeah, you put
a slash
a
in front
slash.
of roll.
That it? Okay, 22. And plus my plus 8. So what? So 30.
Okay.
What happened to 50?
So okay, you rolled a 22. Let's see what creativity we could do. Your damage is how much?
The damage is
Include your fire.
yeah.
Add a 2d12 to it.
Okay.
Let me just reconnect real quick.
Okay. So 23 plus. Hold on. Ooh, I didn't roll high on that. 23, 24 off. 24 damage.
24. How much damage from the fire?
1 damage from the fire.
Okay.
I rolled
Ryan,
the 1 on
you
that.
take 1 damage from the flame.
All right.
You extinguish. Actually, no, you don't kill any of them. Actually, you do some damage though. Okay. What was the last roll I made?
Oh man, I agree. I agree with you, John. I'm scared too.
Felipe, your camera's off. I don't know what happened. Did
I'm
you
aware
pause
of
it?
this.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that you paused that.
It's 23 damage altogether.
24 damage altogether.
24 damage altogether.
And I rolled on the critical. I don't know what that was.
Okay, you managed to destroy all the rats that are on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the other 4 rats are still active. They are not destroyed. You diminished them by about half of the swarm. You killed in your little spin.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind and I didn't slaughter Ryan Drake. Because you could have. You said you hit him with your wings, so you only did the fire damage on Ryan Drake.
Yeah.
Right, so you did a lot of extra damage. The 2d12 came from the crit roll. Okay, so
2d12?
yes.
Okay, so it was 25 points then, because I rolled I thought it was 1d12.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, are you done? You got anything else?
No, I did my 2 attacks because I hit him once to get him off me and I diminished them and then I hit him. Now they're completely destroyed.
All right, Felnuts, you're up.
Not the bees! Not the bees! Give me the jump.
We still can't see anything.
Where?
Like the lights are out in the area, or what's going on?
What do you mean?
No, you gotta zoom out and then zoom into the main zone.
You can see
Okay.
find where you're
Yeah,
at.
you gotta zoom out and go
All I
back to
did
the
was
main
close
zone.
up the areas you weren't at.
Yep.
I did my version of dynamic lighting and I put little surprises in the darkness.
Just cast fireball so we can see everything that's going on.
There you go, John. That's all you need to do.
Use your magic.
Brian
Close
is
the
getting
bloody
this. Brian is
portal.
getting D&D. He's gotten it in 2 months. Go, John. What's up?
All right. I'm gonna move out of this corridor as far as
You
I
are
can.
prone, sir. What are you doing?
Get up.
That's
I'm gonna
all
use
you
my
can
action
do.
to get up. Can't I just get up and move?
No. You're prone. You came back from death. If Yaltis, you're up. If Yaltis, you're up.
So okay, I'm up.
If you see what's going on with the rats. They're swarming all over Bellerophon. Things look dire. Felnox just came back from his brush with death. He's basically like, oh shit, and he stands up. But he can't cast, he can't do anything else.
Well, it's not much I can do with the swarm. All right, let me see if I can
The
pull.
mages in front of you are both looking very woozy, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think they'll survive one touch from those rats.
Yeah. So all right, let me try and do roll a mighty deed and pull them out to safety.
You don't need a deed to do that. Just grab and pull them up.
Okay.
You can take your.
All right. So yeah, I want to go ahead and just pull them out the door.
Okay. So,
Next, and put them next to the sleeping elf.
okay. So your Felnox is able to move. I mean, he can walk if you pull him out. But Krill is still on his ass, so you may have to grab him by the tail and drag him out.
All right, so I grab him by the tail. Wizard, let's go. Lion, let Bellerophon handle this.
You can move him to about 1/3 of your movement, so you can move him to like about right here. Both of them.
Okay, perfect.
So you drag both of them right here.
Yeah, I put him behind me and I stand in between them and the door.
Excellent. Okay.
We must leave before chaos consumes this shit.
Krill, you're up. You're awake, but you're prone. You're on your ass. You just got dragged into this room and dropped unceremoniously on the floor there by Iffy Alphys. You were conscious enough to see what happened in the other room. You saw all the rats coming out of that room.
Okay, I feel dizzy. Really dizzy.
You were in the bag, boy. Raptor, whatever.
I was in the bag.
You were in the bag.
I refused to be in the bag.
As did I. We were all in the bag. Somehow we all go in the bag.
Who keeps putting us in the bag?
And that'd be better fun. Looks like we were in there with the rats. And they've all come out and they're being swarmed right over there.
Why does he keep rats?
I don't know, but they're a problem. If you don't want to get eaten, stay here.
I think the elves did this.
The hell? Oh yes, the one that had the T-Rex hostage. Is he alright?
I think he's better than us.
What about the rats?
The rats are doing better than us as well.
Yeah, they're killing us.
No, I mean, if the rats are everywhere, they might get to his spices.
Okay, I think that was more than 10 seconds. So Ryan, you're up. You're up, Ryan. You're swarmed by rats. Bellerophon just did like this spin, the Thundar the Barbarian spin with his wings, and seriously damaged the rats around you. But you're still covered. He no longer has any rats on him.
Okay, I'm gonna examine just for a moment, like a momentary glance. What does the portal look like? Is there still a strap where I can pull the portal closed if I were to grab it, or is there no straps from which I can close this portal?
No, the straps are gone. The bag is destroyed. There's like little rags on the floor. It's just a portal and it's screaming.
I thought it was just opening, like like they were just shooting it out, like
No, I just ripped everything to shreds. The bag has been turned into one of those. There used to be an old item.
Devouring
bag
bag.
of devouring.
Bag of devouring.
It's some kind of modified bag of devouring.
All right. So it cannot be closed via normal means. So
I'll give you a
next natural choice.
I'll give you a hint how to close it.
I'm that hint I am aware of. Velux! Ah! I'm gonna use my ability. I'm gonna go crazy with my sword and just I'm gonna use the flat edge of the sword to kind of slap the I'm gonna slap myself with the sword and try to get the rats off. Just cause I'm trying to slap
the
flies. I'm like,
to you.
no.
The tide is talking to you. Ryan Drake, delicious little one. You escaped me once.
I didn't even.
You wanted to be such good friends.
We were supposed to be friends. How about you just eat some dinner for God's sake? It's not that hard. T-bone steak. I got spices. I'll trade you the spices. Get off me. Oh, there's one in my crack. No. Okay, I'm gonna
work on me, dwarf.
What the hell?
I will eat you.
Where is the apology, you bastard? Where is the apology, you sick bastard?
Go ahead, roll your mighty deed.
I'm going to I'm gonna just start slapping them like they're flies on my body, like kind of like wonk wonk wonk.
Who's that shield bash?
Shield bash myself? No thanks. I'll pierce myself with a spiked shield.
So he's picking them off. He's like,
as I do this, I would like to make a movement in this direction, like going as far. How far can I go in this direction? Over here, away.
You can move
away.
covered by the thing half your movement speed. So I'll give you three spaces.
All right, as I move, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of the way, you big bulky bastard! I slap the line out of the way and I run and I slap myself with this stuff. Yeah, my mighty deed's a 1d7, so
Roll. You can use your dice.
Here-
That's fine.
this is what we have. It's rolling, I think. Yes, so I completely,
You
know,
dice. You can use them.
yeah, I did it here. That's yep.
That doesn't mean you don't hit. Roll.
Tell me lies, sweet little lies. All right. So I'm gonna go my weapon. I'm gonna use the hollow attack. Here we go. And this is the roll. Nice. Also, I get +2 AC for any lycanthropes, but I don't think that matters here, does it?
It does. You can use it on him. He's a shapeshifter.
No, I have 8. I get +2 AC though. I don't think you roll AC when you
does not
attack
work
with it.
on the tide. He ignores AC.
All right. All right. Okay, so that's my damage, right there.
Okay.
The hollow
damage
I
on the rats around you. You were able to get rid of a considerable amount, but you are still swarmed.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the ancient, deadly trick of shaking my legs and then stomping on them. I'm gonna be like, they're in my pants! Answer my pants!
Roll a deed. Roll the hit.
There we go, and I'm gonna be using my sword as well. It's like once they come off, I'm gonna slap them. I'm treating them all like flies. Like imagine grandma, imagine abuela smacking those flies. That's me, smacking all those flies. Just like pow, pow. That's what I got. I'm gonna attack with my second hollow attack. Let's see, second hollow attack. I got a 4, and here is the result. Nice. Don't know why it's 15 again, but whatever.
Okay, how much damage? 15? Okay,
Yep.
you're able to kill all the rats on top of you. They're all gone.
All right.
Basically,
I'd like to make another movement as well with my last attack, if that's all right.
You do hear the tide still speaking to you as you kill the last rat. You think, this is futile. You just waste time, dwarf.
I don't got nothing else to say to you. You're not polite. You tell him, Lion. You tell him while I go fetch a wizard. Oi,
This is the
wizard!
closest to an arch enemy that Ryan Drake has. So,
Wizard! Philnox, you bastard! I know you can hear me, you daft! You, Krill...
I can hear you. I'm just so little dizzy.
Listen, there's nothing but rats coming out of that hole. Nothing else, no deer, no elk, so you got to close it. Your magic, the same thing you did with, I don't know, those creatures. Our friends that we drank with. You got to close the portal.
you can go to here, dude. I said 3 spaces. You can make it here.
Get over here, Philnox. You're gonna close the portal.
So Ryan Drake comes to the door right in front of you.
Bellathrone,
All you hear is, why me?
Ryan Drake, I think you still have your shield back.
bloody hell.
So you're just talking. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so you're done.
You and Krill, you're going to go here and you're going to close the portal. Bellatron's going to clean up his bloody mess, and you going to need to get the opposite of steroids because you're too tall.
Okay, so meanwhile,
I mean, you FELTs.
so
All right.
we come back around. So we start a new initiative track. The tide gets to go now, but before he goes, Bellerophon, you see through the swarm of the tide coming out of nowhere. His freaking black fucking sword, fucking screaming, is making noise as that elf, and he jumps right through the tide and slams it right into you. Goes, swings it on top of you. Give me your armor class.
23.
You son of a bitch! I pronounce you. Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. First, you roll something else. Those are 6. He makes his deed. He's bringing his sword down, and he's bringing it hard into your hand to disarm you.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to hit you, though. Okay, no. He brings the sword down. You manage to dodge out of the way of it, and then he pulls back, and he swings again. He also roll a d8 first. Now he's aiming for your eyes to blind you. Made it. Say 21. You're 23, right?
23.
Okay. Glancing blow to the helmet, but it does not blind you. It does no damage. Okay. Then pulls back and he does something.
Damn, he fucking got 3 attacks.
Awesome, ain't it?
Okay. Was it that just an elf thing, or it's just a class that he?
It's my character thing.
Oh.
He blasts you with a fear spell. It's, from the sword itself. Roll a saving throw. A will save.
Okay.
It's the screaming of the blade itself. You see, like these insane images of people dying around you. Basically, he's showing you Porthos and what Caliban Hyde did to your people. Like you see their body parts getting chopped up by the laser beams of that giant robot.
Okay.
Is that the robot that attacked Voltron?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just checking.
The hide bot.
I feel like next time John throws a fireball, I'm going to say this. Hey, is that the fireball that killed most of us?
And then I'll say, no, it's this
I'm
one.
sorry.
That
20. Okay, you made your saving throw. You see the images in your head. They're fucking exploding. You see your people being chopped to pieces by laser beams. And you hear that screaming. It almost overwhelms you, but you're able to hold it. But and you look up through like the red around your vision at this elf who's holding this blade as he keeps with the blade. The tide continues to grow, and you are again swarmed. He is swarmed. The area right here in front of the line is swarmed. The area in the other room is swarmed, and that's about it for now. You're going to take this much damage from the tide. More damage. The elf is going to take. Orbiusk is going to take 2 damage from being swarmed also. Alrighty. The rest of you see lightning coming from this direction. You see freaking like electricity starting to freaking light up this room, and the other elf shows up.
Oh boy.
Like Brian's face. Hold on a second. She walks over. She looks like Storm when she walked into that room in that one X-Men movie. Fucking lightning coming out of her eyes, over her body. She's like, "You killed my son. and she prepares a lightning blast and aims it at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna roll a 1d4.
Oh God, that's not.
It's in order.
I yelled out, I was trying to stop this!
Ryan
And
Drake,
still alive!
Ryan Drake, you're getting hit.
Crit.
So she's gonna make a roll to hit you with a
Oh
lightning blast.
shit!
Who's this guy? Again? That's the.
That's
What the
elf
hell?
that got bopped in the head.
He's on
Did
his ass.
someone do a spell duel?
Yeah, you can spell duel.
Spell duel, John.
You may
Spell
spell
duel,
duel.
you
In
son of a
that case,
bitch.
I'm doing one.
Oh shit!
John, you can do spell duel
You can
too.
always
Come on,
interrupt a
John.
spell, guys.
Spell
Casters.
duel. Sons of bitches.
Both
Spell
duel is what
casters
got most of
here
us
can
killed.
interrupt if you want to do that.
Wait, even though it's not our turn, we can still interrupt?
Yes.
She did that to you, John.
Read the rules, John.
Don't you remember she did the same thing to you
Go
and
ahead.
then killed you with a
Decide your spells
fireball?
and make your rolls. I'll grab a drink. I'm listening. You can keep playing.
Okay, I'm going to use a sorcerer raptor ability and temporary spell burn.
Woo-hoo.
Oh shit!
Nice. He's finally using his
Krill
character.
saving the king. Yes. We're gonna reunite. We're gonna
What spell are you casting, man?
2020
Magic
make the world
missile.
great again.
Magic missile. Beautiful. Okay, make your roll.
I'm going to
He's saving me through the nose.
How many points do you
I'm
add to
gonna-
the spell burn?
21. I'm burning 10 from stamina, 8 from agility, and 3 from strength.
Damn.
Someone knows how to risk it all. You're about to kill
Wow,
that girl.
Jonathan, make your roll.
He's like,
Wow, dude.
He did not like what happened last game. He was
I'm
that
stunned,
raptor
dude.
knows how to.
Make your
Dude,
roll.
That's vengeance right there.
Dude, I'm getting wizard phobia.
This
I don't
is
want to be around
DCC, guys.
any of you
Well
guys.
done.
I don't want to be about any casting.
Brian will never make a mage.
hey, what's up?
One day I will.
Oh,
Hey, Moose.
How are you?
Sorry, we have to tell you.
the
But,
cavalry's here. They're in a lot
we
of trouble.
traded your character for some croquetas.
All right, I'll bring you in a
Moose,
second. Luke, and I'll
I'm
show you
so
what's
sorry,
happening.
but I sold your characters for.
Alright.
I'll help break this right now, so give us a
I
second.
sold your characters for croquetas. I'm
And
so
we'll tell you
sorry.
what's going on in a second. You had
So
to
sorry.
see it.
I'm about to roll this huge ass roll.
Go ahead, roll and tell me what you got.
Croqueta.
Yo,
I got a fucking
Like-
2.
bro.
Can I cast as well?
Went to 33.
You got a 33, and she rolled a 22.
He's burning his whole body. He's just gonna be like skin and bones. So I was like, I killed you.
So
I killed you.
go ahead, Jonathan. Roll for what happens to your spell. Don't roll for the. Well, we'll do it in a second. Hold on.
Killed you and your son, little elf.
It's like, don't try to. You can't cook me alive. Never again. That's the last time you're gonna try to cook
She
this
fires
guy.
the lightning bolt. You fire the magic missile. They meet in the middle, and they both fucking explode like fucking light. This light explosion hits between them, and no damage to anyone. But you guys are like temporarily blinded for like a second. Okay? It's not enough to fuck up your the turn, but you completely ruined her turn. When she fired the lightning and you stopped and you saved the group. Okay. Hold on, Krill. But that's your turn. Okay. The only thing you can do on your
John,
turn
you can
is
still
actually
do
can't
spell
shit.
duel, I think. Wait, can John?
All right, so the tide already went, and the
Damn,
went.
man.
You're up, Belafon.
All right. So I
Wait, what
Actually,
about
hold on a
Lion?
second. Loose.
Oh,
roll
skip the
initiative.
Lion.
yes, in the line he isn't going.
Yeah, then we'll do the line. I skipped right over the line.
The Lion isn't. Yeah, the Lion isn't quite dead yet. He may be a little toasty though.
Did you add your dexterity to that, Loose?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, by the by, welcome back, Luce. It's been a while.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome back, Loose.
Glad to see you. Considering we're all about to die. Don't worry, I would have taken Bixby with us.
What was your full roll? 2 plus
Bixby.
what?
Hold on. Dexterity.
Your dex bonus.
No, I don't have any bonus.
Okay, that's fine. Then you're a 2. As soon as we get to you in the spell turn, we'll bring you in.
Okay.
Okay. So in the meantime, you get to watch the madness. Okay. So that explosion just occurred in the room. Bellerophon, the lion, you saw the light from the flash of light. You heard the casting from Krill. He made some crazy ass noise, and then and you heard the screaming and the howling in the other room. So you also see the situation with the rat and the other elf that's basically bearing down on Bellerophon. He's getting swarmed.
This is not a situation that we can win. We must leave. He walks over to right here to see over the corner to see this chick.
Mm-hmm. This is the elf.
And then he, let's see.
She looks furious.
With
like he's fucking rippling all around her.
With a mighty deed and a stoic face, he rushes her, tackles her, and puts his blade to her throat. As in, like, up, down, like shoving it straight down into her throat. Like a power struggle, like Saving Private Ryan.
Roll.
All right.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah, just like Saving Private Ryan. Just like that one, yeah.
You're the Nazi. So,
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how we do it, yeah. Let me show you how we do it. So I'm a level 2. 1d4. God's favor me. Not close enough, but all right.
Nope, you failed the deed, but you can hit her if you roll the hit.
All right.
She sees you coming. Oh, Jonathan, the spell was canceled, but it wasn't failed. Okay, you can recast Magic Missile.
Yeah.
All right.
The spell burned to hell, so I don't know what much more you can do though.
As the lion attacks her, he quietly whispers, she can barely hear, but only an elf would be able to hear how quiet it is. Find peace. As he goes to try to kill her.
Her AC is. You hit her. So you do 5 damage to her. Okay, you hurt her. You basically take your sword and you slash her. She sees you at the last second and dodges out of the way, and gives you like this imperious glare, like, "How dare you!" You got anything else?
Let's see. I think because it's Let me see. Let me double check. Level 1. Level 2. No, that's about it.
All right, Bellerophon, you're up. You're swarmed and you're dueling a crazed elf.
Okay. All right. So I'm still on fire, right?
You still got your flame from the wings.
Yeah.
So you can do an extra 1d6 damage from your flaming sword and your flaming wings.
Okay.
You do have to roll to hit though.
No problem. All right. So I'm going to try and do another spin attack, but I'm going to try and include the elf into that.
Go for it.
I failed the deed, so I could just do a regular attack.
Who are you going to hit?
I'm going to try and hit the elf. Fuck that.
Fuck him. Hey, he came at you first, right?
That dude's fucking...
The rats we can handle after.
The rats are constantly
27.
27. Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Oh, and I freed myself with my mohawk. I am free.
14 off.
Fine.
Plus plus 14 plus 3, so 17 off. 3 is 5 damage.
Okay. Okay, you hit him with your sword. He takes the blow. He's like, oh, you're a grunt of pain. And then he growls at you. He's gonna keep coming.
Okay. And I'm gonna try and do it again, another spin attack to try and get these things. And I fucking can't make my deed, so I'm gonna fucking hit that motherfucker again.
Roll it.
All right, so 28. So,
Okay, your damage.
Oh wait, hold the phone.
17 plus 2. Okay, so
Felix, you're level 6, right?
yeah.
It's a D16.
What?
You're welcome.
To hit.
What?
It's a D16 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Reroll the last one. You're fine with the first one.
All right, so I still made it.
Okay, so -4 and you still hit. With a what? What did you hit with though? 24? Yeah, that's fine.
4.
Okay, so 30. What's up? How much damage?
19 off.
19.
17 from the sword and 2 from the flame.
Got it. Okay, he takes a considerable hit. He's hurt. He's like, oh, you killed a man that was 1,200 years old, you ridiculous oaf.
I tried to give you a chance to not fight, but you started the battle.
Silence.
Don't blame me for your
come with us. Felnos, you're up. John.
Okay, so the bag of holding is in the center of the rats, correct?
Yeah, the bag of holding is essentially right in the same space Bellerophon's in. Okay, the bag of devouring actually is in the same space Bellerophon's in, and it's screaming and howling and rats are fucking pouring out.
All right. Can I eat an apple and cast that?
You can. I think you have 2 attacks, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to eat an apple and Ryan Drake, it's not your turn. Go on, Felix.
Damn it.
John.
Well, all right. Quick. Jeez. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
If you cast, I'll pull you out if you fail.
I'll mute you, motherfucker. Don't give him ideas.
I was thinking about, you know what, screw it, I'll do it. Can I move within range?
Range of what?
The bag. I just need to be within 2 squares of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can move up to here. Yeah, you can be right next to the tide. So you're 2 squares.
All right.
So Felnox commits suicide and runs over here. And
As always.
what are you gonna do, Felnox? What are you casting?
Ward portal. I want to shut that thing for good.
Okay, go for it.
I'm so glad that you're casting and there's a door between us. It is. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable.
You have suffered so many deaths.
Fieltes officially has a dislike for these wizards.
He's got PTSD.
He's got PTSD.
Brian, you have PTSD.
Have you seen what happened to Ephialtes? His beard went from blonde to red. A lot of shit's happened to him.
Okay.
John, yes. Go ahead, make your roll. What page is the ward portal? Oh, what are you doing? Whatever you're doing.
Ward portal is 160.
Go for it. Make your roll.
And you have to do it in a demon voice as the fallout. Do you mind if I spell burn as well?
You can always.
Why would I not mind? I mean, go ahead. The thing is, you don't regenerate your spell burn as fast as the dinosaur does.
I am well aware.
I think you spell burn recently. Be careful, man.
Yeah, I did actually. That was already healed by Bellerophon's character, though.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna take 10 points out of strength, 10 points out of agility.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ, you guys are nuts today.
shit.
Remember, that affects your fortitude saves.
Everybody's taking risks.
I am well aware.
And you're about to get swarmed.
Hopefully, I survive. I am aware.
Part of the attack of the rat is that. Holy fucking shit.
Damn.
Wait, you guys are going nuts with this.
Fucking.
Wow, man. Okay. That shit is gone. It vanishes. The howling thing goes. It vanishes, and some animal appears. And hold on.
Oh shit! He did it again. That horrific like monster that sits there guarding it.
Yeah. Exactly what happens. First, we roll this, and those of you that can see this, Bellerophon pretty much from the corner of his eye while he's being swarmed. There's no visible effect, but then something appears. Okay.
What's going on? What's that mean?
You see these claws come out of like where the portal used to be, okay, and they basically slam into the ground, and then you see them. They appear, and then they pull back, into this invisible space. But you get the feeling if you walk there, you're gonna get clawed, and that's right here, right next to Bellerophon.
Oof.
And that's it. John, I think you have another spell, or you can eat an apple.
I will eat an apple because I can't cast anymore. At least not for a little while.
Roll 1d6. I'll do it. 2. You go back 2. All right. The portal, Bellerophon. You see your bag of devouring slash thing go and disappear. What's left is nothing. There's like no wall. There's nothing there. And you did see the claws retract into that nothing. Something tells you there's something there, but it looks like nothing. All right, if y'all just, you're up.
All right.
You heard the screaming of the portal completely cease.
All right, and I saw.
The line. You saw
Felnox go in there.
Felnox run in there. You saw the crazy sacrifice from Krill and Felnox. They're both like severely weakened. Both of them. Krill looks like shit. And you also saw the lion engage the elephant.
How powerful is she? Was she weakened by the lion's strike?
She took a hit. She doesn't look that hurt, but she does. She's got a considerable gash, but it's not like end of the world. And she was furious. And you've already been, you've been fighting her for a while now, so you know what you can do.
All right, so I want to run up to her as well.
He jumps over the crate, goes boom, 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 the giant size.
I jump over the crate, pull out my sword, and come down on her.
Go for it.
Try and slice her in half.
All right, you're gonna eat it?
Yep.
When the lion looks over to you, he's like, I don't remember.
All right, I made the deed. Nice. All right.
You gotta kill her.
As hold on 1 second.
You gotta repeat it, roar or something. You say something.
I got this. I guess this is Elvish. But FTLC screams in Elvish that you are nothing as he comes down.
Oh, you know Elvish. Oh, excellent.
Right, he does know Elvish, which is something I completely forgot but looking at the character sheet. So he could have probably
when she sees you say that, her eyes widen for a second, like stunned.
She comes down and let me roll. Got a little surprise here. I actually forgot some bonuses. Plus 3. The attack
So I can't speak for 1 round.
Did that work? Well, it didn't roll. God damn. So I'm swinging around my longsword, and that is my lucky weapon, which I can also use my luck as a bonus on. And I didn't know that, so I got an additional damage on that. Just to be, submit.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, why is this not working? You guys seeing anything on this? Nope. Alright, I'll just roll normal.
Just roll it manually if it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
180. Oh, and this has +1.
You can do it.
Nice. All right, let's go.
You gotta roll a hit, man. 27.
Oh, God. Turn.
You're rolling for damage already, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a hit, and then you can re-roll that. Okay, so you roll the 4 plus 3. You add your deed, right?
Yeah, so that's a 3. That's the roll to hit. Do I have to add my luck to that as well? Hold on.
You can add your luck to hit. You can add the deed, which is a 3. You can add your strength, and you can add whatever bonuses on your sword.
Shit. Okay, so in that case, it's is this? I won't roll again, but it's a +6.
I'll be kind. I'll let you re-roll that
All right. All right.
with correct bonuses. See what a kind DM I am.
Thank you very much, sir.
Roll for damage.
And all right, got a 12. Let's go.
Okay, you bring your sword up, and you see her eyes widen, and she starts lifting her hand up, and you see the lightning rippling all on her hand. But you ignore that shit, and your crazy dwarven mind ignores that because fuck magic. And you bring the sword right through her head, and right down her body. You cut her cleanly in half. She is dead.
And she is nothing.
She screams loud as she dies, like this magical howl that he hears. And Belafon, you hear him fucking howl in anguish as his wife dies. And if this is done. Ryan,
Ooh,
you're
that
up.
was his wife? Yo, mind you, this
You
is a
killed the
lawful.
entire family. You killed the whole family. You killed their kid. You killed her. And he's the only one.
I didn't kill the kid.
Well, Belafon. Ryan, you're up.
All right. So, good job, Phil Knox. Now you're getting out of here. Ryan Drake grabs Phil Knox and chucks him across the room over here.
He just went over there.
He goes flying. He slams into Krill. They both roll down, and I'm going to put them both as they're both prone. And that's one of your attacks. They both tumble around each other.
Don't worry, Belafron. I'm here to help you. So he goes over there and he starts.
Move your character.
He's gonna go over to the rats. Probably he's gonna just kind of slap the floor violently, try to grab every one of them. He's like swinging back and forth using any it looks like he's slapping the walls, honestly, because he's trying to get every single rat.
Okay.
So my mighty deed is just jumping around, slapping things. It looks like I'm running around with a hammer, but it's actually a sword. I'm probably not even holding the sword right, if we're being honest here. So here's the deed die. Rolling. It's there we go. 5. Okay. 5.
You made your deed. So you do like a little spin attack or whatever, or you're punching the ground or whatever to hit as many rats as possible.
Yes, smack as many of them as possible. Oh shit, I got a crit. Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Yikes.
Crit 20 on crit table 5.
Crit. Go ahead, roll. Oh, it was a 20 on the crit table.
Oh, it's right there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 20 on the crit table. Jesus. Jesus.
Nice. Someone's ready. 20 on crit table 5.
Yup.
Roll an
That's
extra,
on top of 18
roll an
damage.
extra 2d12 for damage.
Wow. Merciless.
Okay, you basically chop through that entire portion of the tide, and every one of those rats is completely destroyed. Basically, you fucking kill them all, man. Every single one. You run in there and start chopping up with your spiky shield, your sword, and little body parts go flying everywhere. Okay. What do you do, Ryan?
I go over to these. I go over to these rats, and what you're gonna see is whimsical. Like I start jumping on the shield, and then kind of jumping with the shield, trying to land them on the shield. Like I'm kind of bouncing up and down with the shield. I hope this works. I think I saw my mother do this once to the rats.
So you're doing a shield bash on the swarm.
Yup. So a mighty deed right here. It's rolling 7 out of 7. And here is the shield. $19 and 12 damage.
Okay, 12 damage on that one. Okay, that swarm is not destroyed. So, but you do some damage. You're still killing quite a few of the rats. It's not destroyed.
Yeah, I'm right over there bouncing on them.
Okay, I think you're done, right?
Yep.
Okay, Krill.
Krill,
you were. I'm not gonna put you prone because though Velnox is tossed into you. You may roll actually a saving throw or get knocked prone by the toss. Go ahead. Fortitude.
Alright. Let me check. It's
did you take anything
minus.
from your stamina?
Yes, it's a -2.
Okay, go. Yeah, you're prone. So the both of you are like, you're a mess. You're both all tangled up in each other. So all you can do is untangle yourself. Is that what you do?
Pretty much. I tried to go and get up.
So you get up. You untangle yourself. You toss the Felnox, the stunned Felnox off you. Okay, Freya, you basically took a wrong turn a few adventures back. Right I think it was before Krill almost died. And you and the baby and the dragon basically took a wrong turn. And you start wandering around. You and Bixby and Bitsy. He's actually been telling you over and over and over again that he knows the way back to safety. He's been taking you to like he's been going from corner to corner, and you swear over the last few hours that you've been backtracking, and he's been taking you all over this place, and he's not taking you anywhere safe at all. So you basically been you swear you've seen the same blood stain about 50 times, but there doesn't seem to be any danger now. So you haven't actually run into any trouble. Something happened. You're not sure what the hell happened, but all the monsters that were here are gone. So
Okay.
So that they can tell you what they did. But you step into a room, and within the room is a pile of dead elves and a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So you're right over here.
I'm over here. Okay.
The Rex is over. Actually, hold on one second. Let me bring the baby in there too. Where is she? Baby dragon. Baby gold. What have I done with her? What was her name again?
Regal.
Oh, Regal.
Regal.
I didn't put her in. Okay. I gotta have
Okay.
So let me get a gold dragon, baby gold dragon. I don't know what happened to that mini. I'll just grab it.
And this last elf is gonna wake up confused as hell.
There's like one elf still alive. So there's the baby gold. She's a little bigger than that, so we'll make her a little bigger.
If that last elf doesn't get eaten by the T-Rex accidentally.
Okay, as you walk into the room, you see like a bunch of charred charred bodies on the floor. You recognize them as elves, as you are an elf. So and a huge reptile is in the room. He's got like a strap like around him, and a little bag that hangs off the strap. There's nothing in the bag, and he turns to you. He looks surprised. He looks over you, and in his mouth is like a piece of elf, and it falls out onto the floor. and he's like, "You saw nothing, nothing at all."
Okay.
He's talking.
Oh dear.
T-Rex is talking to you. He tries to hide the corpse, like the half-eaten corpse,
So he's
with his tail. So he tries to like hide it
he's
behind.
not dangerous.
He doesn't look dangerous. At least he did eat
That don't mean anything.
So he was eating elves. He's talking to you.
Yeah, but I'm an elf.
Yeah, with his tail, he hides the remains of an elf, of a burnt half-eaten elf behind him, so you can't see it. He sits down, so you can't see behind him. I would sell you spices, but I seem to have eaten them all.
Oh dear. Have you seen my friends, or did you see another group come around here?
He looks at the elves.
Not them. Not them. I don't know who
those.
those. I don't know who they are. Don't worry. If you were eating that, that's fine. As long as you're not eating me, that's fine.
He's like, no, I'd never eat you, man. I would never eat you. I only sell spices.
You only sell. That sounds familiar. That sounds like another one of my friends who says that too.
Oh yes, there's a little one. In between some dreams I've had of trying to eat him, I saw a little one. Much like me.
Yes. Did they pass through here?
I think they're in this room over here. He points over here.
Okay.
But he's very careful to not stand up so you don't see what's behind him. But he points over there with one of his two little fingers. I think they're in there dealing with a vermin problem.
Can I trust that you will let me pass?
Of course. I would never harm you.
He's like this. What I like.
And he has elf stuff going on. Like,
He's got a foot stuck in his teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just pieces of like a little elfin ear.
What I
little
like.
necklace comes out of his little elven necklace burnt comes out of his mouth. He licks it back up. Of course you may pass. You and your little lizard.
And where's Bitsy, actually? Did I leave Bitsy?
He's right behind you.
Okay, Bitsy, go first.
Okay, Bitsy, of course, sees the dinosaur and runs basically runs as fast as he can past it.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow him?
Yes, I follow him.
Okay. So both of you run into. I'm going to get you.
That's bad because those T-Rexes hunt by movement, don't they?
He's not even looking at Bitsy. He's
okay.
He's a nice Rex.
If you try to eat us, my dragon will burn you. So
I'll get Bitsy. So Bitsy runs down here as fast as he can. You also run with him. The two of you. I mean, you walk with him. You're not going as fast as Bitsy.
Yeah.
So he gets ahead of you and runs into the tide.
Okay.
He runs right over here, and as he walks into the room over there, he is swarmed by rats.
Oh,
screams at the top of his lungs. Like,
I don't follow Bitsy after I hear him. Oh,
You
but
just hear him scream. You just
He
hear him
walks
scream
so
as he goes to the
fast.
door. That's exactly what he says. Not again! Then he dies.
Oh no!
You killed it?
Oh.
It's me! My goblin friend!
Not a friend, he killed Bitsy.
Die?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
He has one hit
no.
point. That's, I don't even have to roll.
I was gonna ask who Bitsy was. I had no
That
idea.
was so fast. I didn't get to say goodbye.
Bitsy died horrible.
Not again! Why does this always happen to you, Bixby?
I've been trying to kill Bitsy for 4 adventures. I finally did it. Thank you, Luce. Okay, the swarm.
You got it killed.
I'm just going.
The tide
That's it.
continues. You're done, Luce. I'm gonna put you. You make it about 6 spaces. You're right here.
Yeah. Because as soon as I saw that Bitsby got killed, I
Stop.
stay back.
And he was like, "Oh." The dinosaur goes to you. Oh. I don't suppose I can eat him now. So the rats are still swarming over you. Bellafine, you like vaguely hear something die in front of you. Something screaming. There's a pile of rat swarms. Something short that tried to come into the door.
Is that the swarm?
All right. The rats continue to eat Bellafine. You're gonna take now 1d8 plus 1 damage as the damage continues to grow. So you're gonna take that much. 3 damage. The elf takes 9 damage. It's a considerable amount of damage. So he's starting to look. He's like, "Ah," and but he's still alive. Roll a Fortitude saving throw, Felix.
Okay.
Dude, that is 1/12 elf. That guy's taking a lot of hits.
And the swarm continues to grow.
Ow! We closed the portal, Uncle.
The rats are growing.
Ow!
The rats are growing somehow. The little rats are coming out of the swarm.
Oh,
Bellafine, you have made your saving throw. You're not poisoned. Okay. The lion. No. The elf. He's like, with my last breath, and he pulls like an Ahab thing, and he fucking pulls his sword, and he swings it around, tries to hit you again. He rolls a mighty deed. You heard that, Paladin? That was your friend's killing another ancient. Then he rolls a 1d20. 7 plus 7.
Yeah, the Senate. Oh, there he goes. He's back.
the Senate.
He rolled a 29. He hits you with the deed. The deed is just to do damage, so you're going to take. This much damage. You would take 1d10 plus 10, but since you're lawful, you take a little more. Demon sword does extra damage to lawful. Take 22 damage. He slashes down, and cuts through your armor. And then he attempts to blind you again. It is fitting that these rats kill you, creature. So he makes that. So you're gonna have to roll against blinding if he hits you. No, he doesn't hit you. So he misses this one, and he does not use any of the sword's powers right now. He's fucking furious. And I think the rats have gone. Oh yeah, Ryan Drake, you're swarmed.
Bro, I jumped on top. I was wondering if I was swarmed because I attacked them, or is that going to happen, next turn because I was attacking them enough. So
take this much damage.
All right.
6. from the rats. Also, you roll fortitude saving throw.
All right, fortitude save coming your way.
Your world is so delicious. You closed my gate. It is too late. I am here.
Oh shit! I got an 11.
That's enough. You're good.
Oh, thank
you're
God.
not poisoned. Bellerfine, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, the lion's turn. You
The
skipped
lion.
the
I'm
lion.
sorry. I keep skipping. Go, John. Go, go.
So the lion, he approaches he kneels down next to the dead elf. He takes her spell book. He without turning away from the elf, he gives it to Ephialtes, and then he wraps her body in his cloak, which he has.
Okay.
Yeah, he got from someone else. So he wraps her body in that, and he says this.
Does he roll
We
the
cannot-
two halves of it back on top of each other?
Oh yeah, like he rolls the two halves of it on top of it. I guess. Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he just puts them together, and then he wraps it.
Shoves the intestines back in and the poop.
If we cannot respect them in life, the very least we can respect them in death.
Got the lungs separated.
Okay, so that's your turn. All right, excellent. Bellerfine, you're up.
What did you give me though? What did he give Ephialtes?
He gave you the spell book. He looted her.
Yep.
Spell book. He gave it to you.
Nice.
She has other things up her. You can loot her after. You can respect the dead by looting her. Bellerfine, you're up.
All right. I'm going to do a mighty deed.
You notice that the rats are still, even though the portal is closed.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try and, like I said, swarm around and do another attack like I did before.
Go for it. You are swarming and hitting everything around you, right? Okay.
Yeah. 26.
26. That is a hit on everything around you. Roll for damage.
Okay. Uh, 16 off. And I forgot the 16 plus 21.
You made your deed, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you hit everyone around you. You hit the elf. As you do your little swing, the elf, you manage to cleave his fucking head off. So he's dead. He screams one last time and crumbles over dead. You hear that sword of his stop its howling, and it turns like a grayish color, like shuts off as he falls over dead. 21 off of everyone around you. All you notice that pretty much all the rats die in this thing. 21 damage off of you too, Ryan Drake, as he hits you as well. So the rats all burn. Except for the swarm that just ate Bitsy. Okay, Bellerfine, you're up. I'll take your swarm off you. There you go.
Okay.
Ryan Drake, you okay? Tyler.
Dead.
What? You're
dead.
0?
Yep. Dead.
Okay, so you took him down to 0. So Ryan Drake, you hear him fall, slam against the door, and crumple down on the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna. He has how long before I gotta bring him back?
5 turns.
Huh?
5 turns.
Okay. I'm gonna bring him back. All right. Get these. The last bit. Okay, I didn't make the deeds, but I'm gonna attack.
You still hit him.
Yeah.
There's only one left. I'll move Bitsy out so it makes it easier to realize.
Okay. Uh, 24.
Roll for damage.
Okay.
Wait, is the elf still alive, or is one of the rats still alive?
One of the rats is still alive. He chopped the elf's head off.
All right.
He killed Norbiers. and Iselin was killed by you.
Split in half.
21 points of damage, plus an extra 22 points of damage. That's different with the fire.
The rats are destroyed. You hear the tide say one last thing to you as you burn it. Paladin, you tasted delicious. I will finish you soon. And that's it. The voice fades away.
Okay. I go to Ryan Drake and I touch him on the forehead and I give him my last two the last 2 hit die I had left from last week. I only had 2 hit die left. So he's D12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, 9 points back.
Okay. Ryan Drake, you wake up. You feel Bellefon's healing power enter you, and you awaken. You're in your butt. All the rats are dead. The baby's screaming and howling in your back. But okay. Fight's
Oh, let's not do that again. Why?
okay, turn order's on. You guys can
I'm
just
going
RP now. The fight's over.
Okay. I go to the sword. He's like, I'm gonna take this evil weapon with you, and I put my blade down onto that elven blade.
Okay, you smash the blade. It basically turned into like a concrete when he died, and it crumbles. It crumbles when you hit it.
I sacrifice it to Bahamut.
Okay. All right. You hear some noises coming from behind you, from where the portal used to be, where the bag of holding was.
I think it's something still here.
A whispering. Come inside. It's coming from right here.
Hold on, let me move my thing. I got too much shit on my screen.
Don't worry about the screen. Now we're RPing. Forget the map.
Okay. For coming from where? Here?
It's coming from where the portal was. It's a whispering.
Okay.
Inside, Bellefonds.
It's like, it's still here. Felnox, can you close the portal?
Felnox is on his ass. But go ahead. You guys are now up. You can RP again.
All right. So Ephialtes walks over to the dead elf. I mean, not the knocked out elf, and he pulls him into the hallway.
Okay. You drag him into the hallway.
Yeah.
He's still unconscious. He doesn't wake up at all.
Bellefonds, are they gone? Did you get him?
You've arrived, so you can also RP.
There's still a portal here.
I can go down.
Yeah. Don't worry so much about the imagine more in the map. The map no longer counts for not in combat. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Frelia, are you able to close this portal like you did last time?
The dragon will.
Yes.
They already closed the portal.
Just from looking at you know that the portal's closed already.
It's still speaking though.
That the portal that was there before is closed. Something else is there.
Okay. Bellefonds, I see the portal is closed.
You sense something about it, Freya. Something odd about what he's pointing at, which is a nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You sense the fae. You sense essentially fairy, something fairy coming from there, which you're familiar with since you are fae. So
Okay. So I can tell him that?
and you don't feel any danger coming from that thing. You actually want to step into it.
Okay. It's nothing to be afraid of. Bellefonds, it's nothing to be afraid of.
Good to see you, Freya. We met some of your cousins?
Freya.
Possibly.
Freya of the
Oh, it's calling me.
Come inside.
It's calling me to go in there.
I don't know.
Wait.
But it doesn't sound, it's very peaceful. It's not.
I do my detection from evil.
So,
Go ahead.
Ephialtes grabs the dwarf, the elf that's left, and he tosses him into the portal.
Oh no.
You hear the elf
God.
whimper before he disappears. Basically, as you toss him into this nothing over here, he vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
And after I do that, I go back to normal size.
I'll shrink you. Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
Oi, T-Rex! We got to talk business.
The baby's howling, man. Screaming.
Oh, you hold up a second now, T-Rex. Find, like, some sort of baby toy among all those elves you wouldn't mind. I start coddling the child now.
I rolled a 19
What is it for?
to detect evil.
I could have told you there's no evil coming from there.
All right, don't sense.
We can go. Do you want to go all together through there?
It didn't call the others. You can only
John,
call
you know you can
Belladon
come
and,
to it.
Ophelia.
You can say something, right?
It's not calling the dwarves at all. They don't hear anything. You guys hear nothing. You see nothing either.
But can I speak to it?
Try. Say something. There's nothing. You don't see
Okay.
anything.
No, I know, but I hear my voice, my name being called.
Maybe.
Who is calling me? Who is this? Will you say?
My name is Rhiannon. Come inside.
Who is it?
My name is Rhiannon. Come inside.
Rihanna.
Fealties.
All right,
Hand me the book.
Before we head over there, I was like,
The only one who heard Rhiannon, by the way, is
yeah.
Elf. Belafon, you didn't hear Rhiannon.
I didn't hear him.
No, you don't hear
I
her.
thought he was calling to me.
You heard the voice earlier. She's not, but now that Frelia is speaking to it, it's no longer speaking to you. It's speaking to her. You can try addressing it, but you don't hear the voice. It's only speaking to her.
Who are you? Who is calling me?
Come inside and find out, Paladin.
The fealties, hand me the book if you would.
Right,
Can I tell him? I can tell him the name.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, her name is Rhiannon.
Have I ever heard that name before?
Dim recess of your memory. Rhiannon is an elf queen.
Okay.
From the Fae.
All right. I let's go through, I guess, and speak to her. I run his pockets before we go.
You know an elf before going to see an elf.
Hey, I might could give her stuff. I don't know.
Okay, so you try to step through and you're blocked, but Frelia goes through.
Oh,
Frelia, you're on the other side and you come into a grove covered in trees. Belafon pretty much bumps into it, so I'll give you your loot though.
John, take this book. Phil Knox, you will take this book.
You try to talk to Felnox, and he can barely acknowledge you. He's just.
You find a half plate.
He looks like he's been smoking weed for like 50 days straight.
A magical half plate.
Okay.
Made of the metal that what do you call it? Mithril half plate. Okay, it has no extra bonuses. It's just half plate, straight up half plate. He has a short bow, a magical short bow, for +3. Damage 1d6 +3. He has a spell book on him with the following spells. Well, just remind me at the end of the game, and I'll give you the spells. All right. I mean, spell book. Also, people who took the other spell book, I'll give you the spells from that one also.
Yeah, none of this for me anyway. Who Frelia use half plate or no?
Well,
she can't.
Ask her when she comes back.
But she's a magician, right?
Yeah.
When she comes back, you're no, she's an elf. So you step through, and you're covered by basically you know where you are because even though you were created in a dream, this is the other world. This is the Fae world. This is the Fae wild. This is where the elves are from. And a horse appears, like a big white horse, steps out of the forest and stands right in front of you. And on the horse is like the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. She has this long golden hair, and she's wearing like a white dress. It looks like a wedding dress. And she's bristling with armor under the underdress. You can see like the elven armor under the mithril armor. And she smiles at you, Frelia. It's like a young elf. She's a young.
And I know who she is.
Yeah, you know, no, you don't know who she is, but you know this is Rhiannon. So
okay.
You have no idea who the fuck she is. So she turns to you. She's a young elf. I have a gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
You will need it soon. And she pulls a horn from nowhere, essentially, and puts it in your hands. This sword will summon the greatest heroes of all time. You may only use this once. You may only use this at your direst need. You understand?
Yes.
She hands you the horn. You take it, and for
Yes.
a moment, like an image of a bunch of knights appear in your head, basically, and there's it's about 10 of them, and they're gathered around, and they're like kneeling over swords, over weapons, and they're gathered around a king, who's holding like the most magnificent blade you've ever seen, and he's sleeping while they're gathered around him, and he's sleeping on a round table while these knights gather around him. And something tells you these are the ones that you'll be able to summon, and then as you step out of the Fae, she returns into reality, and the portal's completely closed. And she's holding a horn, this magnificent freaking horn. And the rest of you see her coming out of the Feywild. The dwarves don't care, so they don't notice that. But Bellerophon sees her come out.
Oh, so I couldn't go in? Then?
No, you did not go in.
No, he couldn't.
You looted the elf.
I went to give it. I alluded to give it to everybody else because if I don't do it, I forget it.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
giving
this
you
came
the
in
horn if
the
you
other
loot
elf too.
Huh?
They're not going to give you the horn if you loot an elf.
No.
So they gave it to her. She has the elf.
Hey, Frelia, here's a book. You could probably use it.
Okay.
I give her the.
Okay.
And can you use this armor?
Which armor is it?
It's some mithril armor.
All right. So that's
Yeah.
for them.
Okay.
Dwarves, what are you guys up to?
And who here can use a bow?
I'm currently talking to. I'm trying to. First, I calm the child in any way I can, and then I try to talk to the T-Rex.
Okay. We'll go to you in 2 seconds, Ryan Drake. Bellerophon, you're calling out to people?
Yeah, I asked if any. I'm just giving it to everybody else. None of this is for me.
Okay. So you're just calling out. All right.
Yeah.
Ryan Drake, go ahead. The dinosaur's in the room. He looks over at you, and he stands up, and you see the remains of the charred corpses. He's like, "Little friend, I have memories of you as well."
Good. I was going to strike a deal with you. Now that my child's calmed down and most of my body's burnt, I suggest we talk business.
Good.
Hey,
I don't see how I'm going to be able to get around this place, though. I'm kind of a little bit too large. You may have to.
That's because they built this place in a racist way. They should have considered you. Now, I've already struck a deal with my friend over there. He's Krill. I am planning on starting up a kingdom, and I need merchants.
Okay. Krill,
Would you like to be a
what
part
are you
of
guys
it?
up to? Are you involving yourself in this conversation?
No, I'm actually looting.
Okay, so we'll go to you.
Finishing the loot of both halves of this lady here.
Belmas, how about you?
He's just trying to stay awake.
Okay, all right.
He burns
Krill,
one
are you
point.
enjoying the conversation with the dinosaur?
Krill heard that the lion had a spell book, and he's like listening to that.
Okay, so never
No,
mind.
he gave that to Felnox.
Ryan Drake, the little dragon.
So you already gave that to Felnox.
The dragon walks up to you, Rhaegal, and licks the baby, and the baby stops crying.
Oh! That's it! Dragon, you're part of my new kingdom. It's confirmed. There's no interview you required. Now, we're going to need to talk about what you can help me with. We got to find a location, craftsmen, merchants, and probably a way off the ship. What is Colondra? I've never been there. Wait, I know. Oi, elf! Where are ya? We need to talk about your Calandri.
Okay, so we'll have the conversation for Calandri next week. I'm gonna go over here to see what you guys are up to before next week we pick up exactly where we left off. What are you doing, Ephialtes? You were looting the elf?
Yeah, looting the two halves of her.
The two halves of the elf. She has another spell, which you already took. Hold on. She also has a dagger, a +3 magical dagger. Okay, and another half plate. Okay, and she.
Wouldn't the half plate be slashed in half though?
Yeah, the half plate has also been slashed, but it can be repaired. I mean, you'll live. You can repair it and put it back together. I'm going to give you guys the spells now, and we're gonna stop our peeing, and I'm gonna end the video and just give you guys spells and your rewards for the game. Okay.